A few years ago, a shipment was intercepted at Dubai Jebel Ali Port. Now, why it was intercepted is because it was carrying something called as auto renewal parts. Now, this is what it was declared as, but it was actually not that. There was something else which was under the sanction list of UAE. Now, this is what happens when you are dealing with international trade law. Multiple sanctions, multiple entry exit barriers of the countries, they come into play. What is excluded, what is not excluded. And this is where international trade law agreements and contracts being very specific come into play. Now, I see a lot of mistakes even with the interpretation of the English terms used in the contracts by the supplier and by the buyer. So it becomes very complicated when obviously the shipment is big and the amount is big, and the dispute can go up to that level. So here is my 4 things that I always say that in your contracts, in your international trade contracts, have them in place. First is force majeure clause. You never know what the situation could be. It could be an act of God. It could be anything beyond human control. So that is your force majeure clause, that in such situation what happens, or the contract gets terminated as it is with no liability to either of the party. Who is going to cover, that's the second point, who is going to cover the CIF, which is cost, insurance and freight. Usually it is the seller, but always check the Incoterms. Incoterms is very important, and when you check the Incoterms, you will realize that who will cover what and what is the rule of that country. The third thing, again very important, is the responsibility till when is buyers and till when is sellers. When does sellers' responsibility get over and when does the responsibility of the buyers start? So all these things mentioned along with the 4th clause, where is that what is going to be the seat of arbitration in case of dispute, specify the location, the seat, everything, all the details of the arbitration as well. And all these steps will, believe me, help you when you are dealing with international vendors, suppliers and buyers.